Is Jordan Poole what the Warriors have been missing? The aftermath of losing the 2019 NBA Finals to the Toronto Raptors in 6 games was devastating for the Golden State Warriors. The power team, who had gone 5 consecutive NBA Finals before that year, became a shadow of themselves after the Hampton 5, which includes Andre Iguodala, the Splash Bros, Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson, and Kevin Durant, was dissolved. Kevin Durant left for the Brooklyn Nets, and Andre Iguodala was traded to the Memphis Grizzlies. The injuries to Klay Thompson and Steph Curry didn't help either, as Klay missed all of the regular season and Curry only played 5 games out of the 65 games that season. This left the Golden State Warriors to search for a 6th man and eventually someone who could carry the team in absence of Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. Is Jordan Poole that man? Do you think he's the missing piece of the puzzle? Stay with us to find out. The 2019-2020 season was the worst start the Warriors had since the 2000-2001 season. The injuries to star players like Steph Curry and Klay Thompson played a big role in their abysmal performance. More so, in an attempt to fill the void Kevin Durant left, they acquired all-star guard D'Angelo Russell as part of a sign-in trade with the Brooklyn Nets, a trade that saw Durant go to the Nets. But the attempt was a failed one, as D'Angelo Russell eventually wasn't the missing puzzle, and without the help of Thompson, he couldn't help the team from suffering a 10-game losing streak for the first time since 2002. Despite recording 23.6 points, 6.2 assists, and 3.7 rebounds per game in the 33 games he played, including a career-high 52 points against the Minnesota Timberwolves, the Warriors didn't make the playoffs and failed to reach 50 wins for the first time since 2013. D'Angelo Russell, who was supposed to be the missing puzzle, was later traded to the Minnesota Timberwolves in exchange for Andre Wiggins, a protected future first-round draft pick. The arrival of Andrew Wiggins didn't fare any better as the Golden State Warriors lost on his debut. This was despite him recording 24 points and 5 steals. They went on to lose another 7 consecutive games after he joined them. Andrew Wiggins averaged 19.4 points, 3.6 assists, and 4.6 rebounds per game in the 12 games he played for the Warriors in the 2019-2020 season. But earlier in the season, the Golden State Warriors drafted Jordan Poole to boost their offense. But unfortunately, he also consistently struggled. Jordan Poole was drafted 28th overall in the first round of the 2019 NBA draft by the Golden State Warriors, and in his rookie season, he averaged 8.8 points in 22.4 minutes and 33.3% shooting from the field, including 27.9% from beyond the three-point line, and had 2.4 assists. Before joining the Golden State Warriors, Jordan Poole had a wonderful career in college. He played for the Michigan Wolverines, was a member of their 2017-2018 team that won the 2018 Big Ten tournament, and ultimately advanced to the 2017-2018 season's national championship game. He even made a game-winning 3-point shot in the second round of that tournament, right at the buzzer. But he couldn't replicate those performances in the NBA with the Golden State Warriors. This led to him consequently transferred to the NBA G League to play for the Santa Cruz Warriors. In his first game there, he scored 23 points against the Stockton Kings, and in his second game against the Texas Legend, he recorded 31 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 steals. He averaged 26 points, 5.3 assists, and 6 rebounds in the 3 games he played in the G League. With such a performance in the NBA G League, Jordan Poole was recalled to the Golden State Warriors lineup for the 2020-21 season. However, the Golden State Warriors' problem was compounded when Klay Thompson suffered a torn Achilles tendon while recovering from his knee injury and was ruled out of the entire 2020-21 season. The void left by Klay Thompson in the team made head coach Steve Kerr use several shooting guards during the season. Kerr tried Kelly Oubre Jr., Mikal Mulder, Damian Lee, Kent Bazemore, and Jordan Poole throughout the season in the shooting guard position just to fill the void left by Klay's absence. With Klay Thompson sidelined and Curry carrying the team with his 32 points, 5.8 assists, and 5.5 rebounds per game in the regular season, the Warriors went 39-33. Luckily, they qualified to the postseason after a year, and Jordan Poole, who also increased his season numbers to 12 points on 43.2% field goal shooting, including 35.1% from the three-point line. Jordan Poole was again sent to the G League bubble in February 2021 so he could find some more minutes. There, he averaged 22.4 points, 3.6 assists, and 5.6 rebounds per game in the 11 games he played there. With his impressive performance in the G League bubble, he was recalled in March. Steve Kerr had informed him of the decision to have him compete for the shoot guard spot about 1 week before the season opener, so when asked about why Jordan Poole was included in the 2020-21 season, Warriors coach Steve Kerr said, "We thought about maybe bringing him off the bench, but when we saw what kind of camp he was having, we said no, this guy needs as many minutes as possible. He had a great camp, the very first exhibition game he lit it up, and it was obvious right away, we got to get this guy on the court." Against all odds, Jordan Poole became the Golden State Warriors' starting shooting guard, beating his other competition, Otto Porter Jr. and Damian Lee. More so, a season-ending wrist injury to Kelly Oubre Jr. in April 2021 secured Jordan Poole's spot, so in the last 36 games of the 2020-21 season, Jordan Poole took charge and began to fill the void left by Klay Thompson. He averaged 14.7 points on 47.3% shooting from the field and 35.4% from the three-point line. In total, he averaged 12 points on 43.2% shooting from the field and 35.1% from the three-point line in the 2020-21 season. Jordan Poole's effort with Steph Curry, Kelly Oubre Jr., and Andrew Wiggins' offensive effort wasn't enough for the Golden State Warriors as they lost to both the Lakers and the Memphis Grizzlies in the play-in tournament. Coming into the 21-22 season, a lot of questions were asked about Poole being included in the starting lineup, given that Klay Thompson was returning from injury. But he has so far proven to be adaptable, being an exceptional starter and also a good sixth man for the Warriors this season. An example of his performance this season is in a match against the Toronto Raptors on November 21, 2021, where the 22-year-old shooting guard turned out to be the main man for the Golden State Warriors in a match where Steph Curry scored just 12 points in 37 minutes. Poole scored 33 points on a career-high 8 three-pointers made in just 31 minutes of play. In that game, he became the first Warriors player, aside from Steph Curry, with consecutive 30-point outings since D'Angelo Russell. Despite his performance, the return of Klay Thompson from injury to the starting lineup saw Poole's transition from starting shooting guard to the sixth man, but he was impressive nevertheless, splitting his time at both the point guard and shooting guard positions. But as Steph Curry's foot injury in March 2022 saw Jordan Poole return to the starting lineup again. With his impressive stats so far in the regular season, pundits and fans alike are no longer discussing the potential of Jordan Poole, but how important he is to the Warriors team. He is so important that after the All-Star break, Golden State was 10.1 points per 100 possessions better with Poole on the court than off of it. When asked about the importance of Jordan Poole to the Warriors team this season, head coach Steve Kerr said, "Jordan has taken on a huge responsibility this year. He's had a few different roles. He's started next to Steph, come off the bench, now starting for Steph, and he's handled all of them really well." For the 2021-22 season, Poole led the NBA in free throw percentage. Poole, whose percentage was 92.5%, beat his fellow teammate Steph Curry, whose percentage was 92.3%, to be the season's free throw percentage leader. Klay Thomas has also been in awe of Jordan Poole's transformation for the Golden State Warriors this season. To see how much he's grown since his rookie year, wow, what a great player JP has become. And he's only going to continue to get better. And his vet, wow, just already exceeding expectations and will continue to do so, because he's one of the best with the ball in his hands that I've seen in a long time. Another teammate of Jordan Poole who knows how important Poole is to the Golden State Warriors this season is the 2017 NBA Defensive Player of the Year, Draymond Green. Due to injuries to Klay Thompson and Steph Curry this season, Poole has played with Draymond Green the most this season, and the power forward confirmed his importance to the team in their win over the Denver Nuggets on March 10th, a game where 11 of Poole's 21 points came in the fourth quarter to get them the win. Backs against the wall, needed to get the win. Someone needs to step in that moment and get us over the finish, Draymond Green said. Steph and Klay was on the floor, but who took the role? Jordan took the role. In doing that, what that did was allowed everyone else to gain confidence in him. I don't just have to go look for Steph. I don't have to look for Klay. Let's go to Jordan. That's a very, very, very powerful tool to have. At the end of the season, Jordan Poole averaged 18.5 points on 44.8% shooting from the field and 36.4% from the three-point line. After 3 years in the NBA, the 2021-22 playoff is the first for Jordan Poole, and he has been a revelation so far, putting up Curry-type numbers. Jordan Poole's stats so far in the playoffs, despite the presence of Klay Thompson and Steph Curry, has been extraordinary, and with stats like that, he might just be the missing puzzle piece the Warriors have been looking for since their death lineup got disbanded in 2019. In his first 3 career playoff games, he scored a total of 86 points, recording the second most points by a player in his first 3 postseason contests since Wilt Chamberlain, who scored 106. He is also presently the 16th player in NBA history to score at least 25 points in each of his first 3 career playoff games. Jordan Poole has also set a playoff career high in points, rebounds, and blocks. He recorded 31 points, 8 rebounds, 9 assists, 2 blocks, and 5 3-points made to lead the Warriors to their Game 1 win over the Memphis Grizzlies. He's presently averaging 22.7 points per game on 56.1% field goals and 48.8% 3-points in his first 6 playoff games, and with such a performance in the playoffs, the Golden State Warriors might just have found what they've been missing. What do you think about Jordan Poole this season? Do you think Jordan Poole is what the Golden State Warriors have been missing? Do you think he will live up to the expectations of the Splash Bros? Tell us what you think in the comments section. We hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you did, remember to like it, share, and subscribe to our channel for more exciting NBA videos.